The Pacific Ocean, covering nearly a third of our planet, is facing an unprecedented crisis. Climate change, driven by human activity, is altering this vital ecosystem. From the Arctic to tropical coral reefs, the impacts are severe. The ocean's balance is disrupted, threatening marine life and coastal communities. The Pacific Ocean is home to diverse life, from plankton to blue whales. Its biodiversity is now under threat. The ocean's ability to absorb heat and carbon dioxide is reaching its limit. Rising sea levels threaten islands, displacing communities and erasing heritage. The time to act is now, to protect this precious resource. The Pacific Ocean is in peril. We must work together to mitigate climate change. The future of our ocean planet depends on it. The waters of the North Pacific have been steadily warming over the past century, a trend scientists attribute directly to climate change. This warming, averaging about 1 degree Celsius, might seem insignificant, but it has profound implications for the delicate balance of marine ecosystems. Salmon, a keystone species in the North Pacific, are particularly vulnerable to these rising temperatures. Their migrations, timed with specific water temperatures for optimal spawning, are being disrupted. Warmer waters also hold less dissolved oxygen, stressing fish and impacting their growth and survival. The consequences are felt throughout the food web. As salmon populations decline, predators that rely on them, such as orcas and bears, face shortages in their food supply. Coastal communities whose livelihoods depend on healthy salmon runs are also impacted, facing economic hardship and cultural disruption. The warming waters also contribute to the intensification of storms. Typhoons and hurricanes, fueled by the heat energy of the ocean, are becoming more frequent and more powerful, wreaking havoc on coastal communities and ecosystems. The Pacific Ocean, once a source of life and sustenance, is increasingly becoming a source of uncertainty and peril. While the warming of the ocean's surface is a visible and dramatic consequence of climate change, another, more insidious threat lurks beneath the waves' ocean acidification. As the ocean absorbs excess carbon dioxide from the atmosphere, the pH of seawater decreases, becoming more acidic. This acidification has dire consequences for marine life, particularly organisms with calcium carbonate shells or skeletons, such as corals, oysters, and some plankton species. The acidic water makes it difficult for these creatures to build and maintain their shells, threatening their survival and disrupting entire ecosystems. Coral reefs, often dubbed the rainforests of the sea, are particularly vulnerable. These vibrant ecosystems provide habitat for a quarter of all marine species, support fisheries, and protect coastlines from erosion. As ocean acidification weakens coral structures, they become more susceptible to bleaching events, disease, and storm damage. The decline of coral reefs has cascading effects on the marine environment, impacting fish populations, disrupting food webs, and diminishing the ocean's biodiversity. This silent threat, if left unchecked, could have devastating consequences for the health of our ocean planet. Section 4. Rising tides and changing currents. Climate change is altering the Pacific Ocean's temperature, chemistry, and physics. Rising sea levels threaten low-lying island nations. Pacific Island communities' connection to the ocean is deeply cultural. Rising sea levels cause severe flooding and erosion. The threat extends to cultural heritage. Sacred sites and fishing grounds are being lost. Many face becoming climate refugees. Changes in ocean currents add to the challenges. Currents transport nutrients and regulate climate. Climate change disrupts these patterns, impacting ecosystems. Section 5, a call to action protecting our ocean planet. The Pacific Ocean, once a symbol of vastness and resilience, is now a stark reminder of the urgent need for climate action. The science is clear: human activities are pushing this vital ecosystem to the brink. But there is still hope. We can mitigate the worst impacts of climate change and protect our ocean planet for future generations. This requires a global effort, a collective commitment to reducing greenhouse gas emissions, transitioning to renewable energy sources, and embracing sustainable practices. We must invest in research and innovation, developing new technologies and strategies to mitigate climate change and adapt to its impacts. Education and awareness are paramount. We need to empower individuals with the knowledge and tools to make informed choices that reduce their environmental footprint. By fostering a sense of stewardship and responsibility for our ocean, we can create a wave of change that reaches far beyond our shores. The Pacific Ocean, facing an unprecedented crisis, calls on us to act. Let us answer that call with courage, compassion, and unwavering commitment. The future of our planet, and indeed our own survival, depends on it.